I'll give you guys like 20 seconds. How does the United States going into Great Depression affect other countries? Within your group, go ahead and discuss it. Go.
War left the country in debt, many lost their jobs, not political and
Okay.
government was
Okay, go ahead, back up here. Anybody from any group, raise your hand. What do you think, why do you think the United States going into a Great Depression affected Japan and other countries? Anybody? Geronimo.
the U.S. was part. No, most of the flights in Japan came from the U.S.
So we traded with them, right? We're able to import stuff from Japan, right? So if we go into depression and we can't buy from them or we can't sell to them, then they lose money, right? They lose what their money maker. So that happens with a lot of countries, not just Japan, okay? But Japan was really affected because the United States was one of their big trade partners. So because we went through a Great Depression, Japan's economy struggles, okay? All right, some Japanese companies that had exported goods to other countries went out of business. Many workers had no jobs. The Japanese blamed people blamed the government for their problems. So, right, when something's not going well, what do? We blame the government, okay? Obviously, they blamed their government. They felt like they didn't have control, and that's why they went into, an economic crisis. Because of unrest in Japan in the 1930s, the government accepted military domination. It revived ancient warrior values. Japan's government said that the emperor ruled, but in fact, the military ruled. The military dictator, General Hideki Tojo, was determined to restore Japan to greatness, rid Japan of Western influence, and gain foreign territories, okay? So, they were a democracy before. So, you guys remember what a democracy is?
Like the countries.
People in the country, what?
People rebel against the.
That's a revolution. But it has to do with the people. What do you think a democracy is?
The people vote.
People vote, right? We vote for what we want, right? We vote for our president. We vote for, hey, we want these laws. We got to pass them to Congress. But we have say-so in what we do, right? So that's what was going on in Japan. They felt like that wasn't good, right? So what they did is they just said, we'll take over military control. The military and the emperor will take over everything. We'll have control of everything, and if we take care of everything, then there will be nobody that suffers. And so military domination is what happens. So their country goes into what is called militarism, right? And all that that means that military has complete control of everybody. There's a dictator at the top, which is the emperor, and then the military controls everything else, okay? Japan began